So, today is the final chapter of Bleach, and I made a video recording my reaction to the final chapter of Naruto. So I figured I'd do the same thing with Bleach. Let's do this. I'm not looking forward to this, because this was such a rushed ending. I don't have much hope for this chapter. Yep, this starts off with what I'm assuming is Ichigo's kid. What are you doing over there, you little turd? How'd you get in here anyway? Hiyori's yelling at him. I like this cover art though. This spread. Chad looks the same as always because he's always looked like he's 30. Ichigo. Like, everyone really looks the same because they always looked old as shit. No one looked like they were 16, you know? So we got Ichigo, Orihime, Rukia, Chad, Uryu, Renji, Tatsuki, Yuzukarin, Mizuhiro, Keigo. Good stuff. Byakuya. It is thought to be the remnants of Yuhavak's spiritual pressure, but the spiritual pressure response is coming from the West 55th block. That is the final area under reconstruction that connects directly to Squad 13's barracks. Soy phone. Kuchiki. Squad 13's captain left immediately once the ceremony ended. You know, it's gonna be confusing, like, because there's two Captain Kuchikis now. It matters not. It's been quite some time since Rukia and the others had any downtime. There's no need to bother with them. There's no need to bother them with this. I shall handle this personally. Okay, Byakuya, you got this. Oh, how peculiar. I don't recall informing anyone of this incident. Yo, Kurotsuchi was gonna fucking go fight Yuvok himself. You'd be wise not to underestimate our espionage and information networks. Since you are here, I will assume the information we received was accurate. Accurate? Whether it was right or wrong, you are about to find out with your own eyes. Aw, man, darkness, almighty shit. Just eyes in darkness. Where are they anyway? Whatever. Meanwhile, at the Kurosaki Clinic, Rukia is like ringing the doorbell, I guess. Ichigo shows up. Yeah. I guess Rukia with long hair works. I didn't like her last chapter. I guess it was mainly because of her captain outfit made her look kind of weird. But nah, they look cool. Rukia. I see this place is as popular as ever. I think I even hear some crickets in there. It's an emergency clinic. It's a good thing that we're empty. And if you're done with your stand-up routine, just come inside. I guess everyone's here now. Keigo. Rukia! Rukia, it's been a while. Your hair's grown out. It suits you a lot. When was the last time these guys were even in the show? Yuzu and Karin. So what? It's been 10 years, so they're like, what, 20-something now? Karin's tits are giant for no reason. You have popcorn and soda. Everyone's taller than Rukia. I'm pretty sure they're like watching the Olympics or some shit. World Heavyweight title match. Oh, it's finally happening! We briefly going over our challenger, Kido Yasutora. That's Chad. He looks nothing like he did 2 pages ago on that cover spread. Yasutora Kido's matches leading up to this fight. Man, Chad's a friggin' beast. I still can't believe he wound up becoming the most famous out of all of us. Us? Were we ever in like a competition? Chad just looks like Kiyaraku now. It's kind of weird. I guess if you cover up his eyes, it's kind of still him, but I don't know. Where's Dr. Ishida? He's taking an extra long lunch break up on the roof. It's hard dissociating that guy with any kind of break, but okay. He was supposed to watch some TV program or something with his friends, but since he couldn't be there, this was the next best thing. That's strangely sweet of him. It's beginning, Orihime. Yeah, I'm guessing they're married now. You seen Kazui? He should be upstairs. According to Tsubaki and the others, he just got back in from snooping around Hiyori's place. How come her hairpins are small again now? In the entire Quincy arc after she got like her new outfit, her hairpins were giant. But now they're just like small, like yeah. Hold on, weren't you guys supposed to bring your kid this time? So Rukia and Renji are married? It totally slipped my mind, but she's finally become a 13 Court Guard Squad apprentice. How? She's only like 10. That's crazy. She's been given special permission to come down during the Bone Festival. Come on in. No one comes in. I guess she's gone. Why are you being so cavalier about this? Don't worry, she's a Soul Reaper. I'm sure she can, like, beat off any, like, defeat any humans. So she's just some bully that picks on helpless humans? Go find her already. Aw, man, Ichigo's kid found some Yuvok soul thing. Here it comes, get back! And then his kid, I guess Kazui's his name, like puts his hand into the darkness, and then the darkness that Byakuya and them are fighting just disappears. The last remnants of Yuvok's power have completely vanished. Oh, good. So he isn't just lost forever. So, the final vestiges of Yuvok's power have at last disappeared. I'm at Aizen was brought out to basically do nothing. Like, he definitely helped fight Yuvok for like 1 chapter, but... Okay, so it's actually showing what happened back then. The path is being closed, Ichigo. The path to a world with no fear. The world of the living, the Soul Society, Wako Mundo. They were meant to become one. Life and death twisted and fused together. They were destined to all be one and the same. But now that will likely never happen. You have yourself to thank for that, Ichigo. Sadly, because of all of your efforts here, life and death will never lose their current forms. And all those who breathe will continue to pass each and every day by living in fear of death. Forever. Just melts. Yuvok, you desired a world where fear would no longer be a burden. But in a world without fear of death, people will never attain the hope that is to be found from casting their fears aside and persevering through them. While it is true that people can continue to press forward through the simple act of living, that is in no way comparable to marching forward in the face of death, while doing all they can to keep it at bay. That is why, that is why people have given that very march a unique and special name. Courage. And darkness appears behind his Kazui again. Who's there? Ichika, wow. Ichika Abarai, Shinigami apprentice. And you are? I'm Kazui Kurosaki. I'm guessing that their kid has red hair like Renji. I'm kind of a Soul Reaper too. Huh? And that's just the end, I guess. Man, that ending sucked. Nothing fucking happened. I was hoping for, like, Yuvok to just fucking come back. And then, like, fuck shit up. Yeah, that was not exciting. I mean, at the least, a spin-off's pretty much obviously gonna happen at some point now with their kids, which I really hate, because we don't need that. Shaman King did it, Naruto's doing it. I really don't care about Ichigo's kids, or Ichigo's kid and Renji's kid, or Rukia's kid. Like, I really don't give a shit. Like, that's just gonna be more characters for Kubo not to do anything with, you know? Like, I'm glad it showed at least what Aizen was doing, like, that he was locked back up or whatever. Like, it still doesn't make sense how Yuvok was even defeated in the first place. And how the world is even stable with no Soul King anymore. What happened to Ichigo's powers? I mean, I guess he must still have powers. I guess, like, his kid inherited them. But how do you inherit Soul Reaper powers? Like, what is a Soul Reaper power? Soul Reaper is a job. It isn't, like, a race, like Quincy, or, like, Fullbringer, or Hollow, even. Like, a Soul Reaper is just a job that you take up. Like, if anything, it's just a power of being a soul in general. But, like, his Ichigo's kid, like, got a Shihakusho on. Like, it just manifested like a Fullbring, I guess. So, I don't know. There's so many questions that's just left unanswered. Who fucking knows what happened to Haribel? Is Izuru still a lieutenant? Who knows? Where are the other Vizards? Who knows? There's just a lot of stuff just not gonna be touched upon. And if they do make, like, a spin-off or, like, a sequel, I guess, with their kids, like, I would want them to still be focusing on the captains who didn't get screen time. Like make Shinji use Bankai, let Aizen fucking use Bankai. At the least, just release, like, a data book that fucking tells us what all their powers are. Because that's all that I really care about at this point. But, yeah. Overall, that ending was like, the ending was probably what you would expect. Like, this ending would have been fine, like, after maybe another year of chapters, like, after actually wrapping up every loose end, not just making the Yuvok fight end as abruptly as it did, and then not explaining anything about how it makes any sense. Because he had the Almighty. He should have seen Uryu's arrow coming how Ichigo's Bankai broke into his first Shikai makes no sense. Because that was the third time that his Bankai had broken. Well, I guess this is the second time, because the second time was just Aizen illusion. But yeah, either way, if his Bankai can break into his first Shikai, that should have been the case in the first place. And I doubt that it had anything to do with Tsukishima's ability affecting it in any way, because that wouldn't make any sense. No one did anything in the final fight besides Ichigo, and kind of Orihime. When Kisuke was, like, dying, he was like, I leave this to you, Ichigo and Rukia. Rukia didn't do anything. Renji went with Ichigo, he didn't do anything. Uryu didn't even use the antithesis to defeat Yhwach, like... It's whatever.